streetwear hasn't necessarily merged with technology, not in the way where it's wearables. And so revolutionary is one aspect of it and one component of it, but just being more risky and challenging, not only myself, but the industry to come up with new innovative ways to kind of differentiate itself was one of the elements that I utilized to characterize this actual company and the actual mission for the brand. Well, it's inevitable because, with fashion, it's been using the same model, and the same model for years has been working. Been working very well. However, within the 21st century and with the new millennial sort of crowd, they've kind of forced bigger companies and actually companies of all to kind of rethink their strategy on how to communicate to one another. And so technology is actually the key to do that. Technology allows the consumer not only to have their product personalized to them, but it also allows companies to come up with a plethora of ways on how to be innovative towards that consumer. So it's all about reaching that consumer, and technology is the way to be able to do that. Outside of the status quo ordeal of word of mouth and regular marketing, it's really all about technology to kind of help those old ways to become new ways. As a player in sports, the first thing that players want to do is be able to compete, but one of the main things they want to do is look good while they're doing it. And so you can find that characteristic in every player that you deal with, from baseball to basketball, soccer, football, hockey, etc. Every athlete wants to look good. So I can credit some of my fashion passion towards that, just always wanting to look good on the field. The other half of that passion, though, just comes from, I guess you could say, a genetic style inside, where I've always been a sketch artist. So this is something that actually has been inbred in me for a very, very long time. Russell Wilson. Just because his style to me is sublime. Because he's more so of a stylistic sort of individual. So he's definitely in that style category where he's a leader. He marches to the beat of his own drum. And he sets the stage. So you may not like it and you may not love it, but you have to accept it because it differentiates away from everyone else, which is part of the status quo. And that's part of what the 21st century is. It's just, all about looking at your individuality and expressing that, utilizing that as a voice and expressing that to society. So Russell Wilson would probably be one of the main athletes that I would love to work with. I'd love to, and that's great pub. I love what you're doing. You're helping me out. No, I would love to. I would love to, design all the uniforms from basketball to baseball, football, any sport. I would love to do that. I think that I can kind of give a new spin on it. What more of an honor would that be but to, design, product from my old alma mater.